Guess who's back? Doom, doom, back again. Doom, doom, Danique's back. Doom, doom, tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Dun, 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 dun. Y'all remember that that Eminem song? He said, "I created a monster." But nah, for real. Look at your girl. 3 videos in one day. Y'all better thank Most High because I got time today. Okay, I might occasionally drop a couple bars to y'all. You know what I'm saying? They may not be fired, but they a little flame. You know what I'm saying? Just a little one. So the third video in one day, your girls, I'm on the little roll. You know what I'm saying? Just a little one. Get your butt out of here. Dang on fly. Interrupting stuff. Anywho, so this video is going to be about healing. Okay? Because it's important to heal. Okay? So that's why we're going to talk about it. All right? So we're going to get right up into it. I am going to start off, I'm trying to cut it into like 3 sections to where it's like not necessarily like a beginning, middle, end, but more so what the issue is, why make a relatable to my experience, and then a solution or a takeaway from the video. So thank you for all those who have subscribed to my channel. If you're new or just came across my channel because energies was there, you know what I'm saying? It was energies been energizing. Okay, subscribe to the channel, like and comment, talk to me, I talk back. Okay, and my other subscribers may talk back to you as well. Okay, but we're gonna do it respectfully. Okay, all right. So the importance of healing, and I'm not just talking about relationship healing, I'm talking about going inside thyself, doing that dark night of the soul healing. Okay, that shadow work, the unseen, going into that attic and shining that light. Hello, who's there? Okay, and addressing it, because any childhood wounds, adult wounds, teenage wounds, whatever happened into your life that is detrimental to your spirit, your well-being, the way you speak, the way you walk, the way you handle situations, how you treat people, all of that. Okay, so little do you know, or if even if you don't believe it, it really doesn't matter because it's true. Whom you are today is a reflection of who you were as a child and the things that you've encountered or went through. You know, some people that I have, there's adults my age and older who still talking about grudges and what somebody did to them, who hurt them, and all this other stuff. And it's like, that's that was about a good 15, 20 years ago. You don't think you want to go ahead and place that baggage at Most High's feet and let him deal with it? Or you just want to keep dragging it along and let people, feel sorry for you, the whole woe is me? Because especially this day and age, people ain't really feeling sorry for nobody because everybody got their own stuff going on. So it's like, what do you choose to do with that hurt? That's an energy. How are you going to transfer that energy? What are you going to mute out of that? What are you going to produce out of that energy? Is it going to be the same negative energy, or are you going to turn the negative into a positive? Which one are you going to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Or you got the option to turn it from it was positive to negative. It all determines on you and your heart, your intentions, your motives, your spirit, all of that. So, and then we carry all of this baggage, all this hurt and this pain that was inflicted on us as an adult, and some of it due to our own selves. In my other videos, I spoke about taking accountability for your actions, taking accountability of why things went wrong and what you contributed to the falling out or the breaking of the ups of the relationship. Okay. And um if you're not being self-aware and doing like taking that time out to do self-reflections of like, all right, let me go ahead, this is what happened, this was the outcome of it, how did we get there, what did I do to contribute to the hurt or the pain or the confusion or the misunderstandings or whatever the case may be. You know, you have to go back and take accountability for your actions so that you can grow and then apply. If the same situation ends up happening and Most High tests you, you're able to take what you've learned and apply it. Just like when you have all those tests that you have during the course of a semester for a class, and all those tests are going to be on your final exam. And whether or not you were um, um, capable to answer those questions in the manner that they're supposed to be answered is going to determine whether or not you pass this test, like the final exam. You know what I'm saying? So you have to take everything, every lesson that you learn, and apply it to the next, because Most High will, you say that you learn and you're healed or whatever the case may be, and Most High will test you on it. Like, oh, okay, you say that you don't like Joey anymore. I'm gonna bring you another Joey, but in a different body, same spirit, different body. What you gonna do with John Tay? You went from Joey to John Tay. You know what I'm saying? He getting a little bit. The battle may be a little bit tougher with John Tay, okay? Because obviously he don't play. just a little, just a little bar, okay? A little jokey joke. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Don't be me. But you're always going to be tested with the things that you're supposed to have learned something from. And like I said, it's the same test but a different person. It's the same energies though. Are you going to realize the flags and be like, all right, I remember this. This is what I got to do. Oh, I remember that level. It's like a game that you play so many times that you had to keep doing it because you keep, being defeated. But as you keep playing the game and taking chances, like taking having a turn, you know what I'm saying? You're learning different ways to maneuver and how to anything that you can find that you found that will help get you out of the situation. You've learned what to do and what not to do, what to avoid and what not to avoid, type thing. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, all right, now I know how to get to this level and unlock this door or whatever the case may be. So if we're not taking what we're learning and applying it to the situation as we see fit, then we're just going to keep being in this repetitive loop and not learning from the situation. And that's the purpose, is to keep elevating. We're supposed to keep growing, and if we're not doing that, we stay stagnant and we're in a mire to where you're in a muddy situation that you can't get out of. It's kind of like being in like a quicksand type thing. And so if we keep walking around with the whole woe is me attitude or hurt people, like that shit right there irritates me. Because what you mean hurt people? Nigga, you about 40 years old. You should have been healed at some point. Okay? You have to release the baggage and keep it pushing. But some people love to be and stay in that energy to where people are, they want sympathy from people. They want an excuse for of their behaviors. Oh, because I was hurt at the age of 5 or whatever the case may be, I behaved this way. Or because I did this at the age of, this girl hurt me at the age of 20, I want to hurt all the girls that come after her. And it's like, them ain't even the same girls. You know what I'm saying? But what is it in you that if you're constantly getting somebody that is hurting you or mistreating you, same energy, same spirit, different body, you have to then go within yourself and take that accountability. Like I said in my last video, go ahead and check that one out too. You have to take that time out to be self-aware and basically like self-conscious, being aware of who you are and your mistakes in certain matters, how you could have went differently about a situation, how you know what I'm saying? Oh, I could have sat down. I could have been like, okay, yeah, I didn't have to say that, or I didn't have to do that, or I didn't have to react in this way. You know, when you do that, you're leveling up. You're acting out of love. You're operating out of that heart chakra. And people want to know how you heal your heart chakra, and it's by healing your heart. You know what I'm saying? You have to heal those inner wounds. You have to heal the matters of your heart. Anything that has to do with love or relationships, or your mother, your father, whomever that is that may have hurt you, brung you any injustices, or handled you like you wasn't fragile. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't fragile. And it's like, all right, do I take this and keep operating in this energy and continue hurting people and continue being in his path and having this now curse, you know what I'm saying, this pattern of this behavior that you can pass down to your children? Or are you going to take this and be like, all right, I know this person hurt me or did this to me or harmed me in any type of way, whatever the situation may have been, take it and let it resonate how you see fit. And you have to transmute that energy to where it's like, all right, I know this is what happened, but I'm going to go ahead and operate out of my love chakra, my heart chakra, and I am going to do the complete opposite of what they did to me, you know? And that's the whole thing with the whole getting your lick back or chasing the snake, to where this snake done injected you with venom, and instead of tending to the venom that's about to kill your behind, you want to chase after the snake because you pissed at this. You want to retaliate, but it's like you're only harming yourself by chasing after the person that did you wrong, instead of taking the time out to be like, all right, I see what you did. Let me go ahead inside myself and heal, because you ain't gonna let me. I'm not gonna let nobody pull the wool over my head again. You know what I'm saying? Take what they've done, transmute that energy in from love, and be like, all right, Most High sees everything. You know what I'm saying? The energy you put out there is what you're gonna get back, and you never know the capacity of what you're gonna get it back either, because you don't know who you out here hurting. If you out here hurting Most High's chosen ones, and you just going about just doing whatever you want to, because hurt people, and Most High gonna hurt your behind. And we gonna see about the hurt people, okay? Because at that point, it's like, all right, you're choosing to operate in this energy, and you don't want to change, because change and healing is too much for you. But that goes along with the whole path, the narrow, the road. It's like the whole road less traveled. Nobody's really going down that healing journey. You see, there's some people on there, but the other path of just ignoring it with drugs and alcohol or sex or whatever the case may be, that boy is packed. Okay, I'm on my Young and May. Everybody in the same lane, so I went and took the other route. Okay, because why do I want to be on the path that leads to destruction when I'm trying to know myself and be at one with myself and know Most High? I know continuing to be in a relationship with Most High. You know what I'm saying? Why would I want to live? I don't want to die. Your hell and your heaven is here on earth. This is your heaven and this is your hell down here with your thinking. And when it comes to chakras, your lower chakras will be considered hell. Like your root chakras will be considered a hell if you operate out of that, which is like your lust and material things and just things of this world, instead of operating out of the things of the spirit, the things that are of Most High. And that's where we get confused, because that's why a lot of us are in a hell state now, and things aren't going how we would want them to, is because we're choosing to ignore the things that are going to allow us to ascend, and knowing who you truly are, and knowing your purpose as to why you're here. If we're not doing those things and taking that time out to be in the hermit mode, to where, like I said, I showed these in the last video. This is not no tarot reading, okay? You're not gonna burn or anything from seeing these cards and them being in my hand. You see, it's okay. And like I said in my first video, these, if you've played with playing cards, you played spades and all that good stuff, those come from tarot cards, okay? So I don't want to hear nothing about them being evil and all that stuff, because even if it is, if you feel that way, let it be between me and Most High. Okay? Okay. All right. So like I said, this is the get your butt over here. Let me back it up. Bam. All right. So we got the hermit, which represents introspection, which represents going in thyself, shining that light in that darkness, and having to go basically like into that attic or down in that basement that you don't store that stuff down there. You don't even know what's down there no more, and you gotta clear it out and let it rain and clear it out. Now let it rain and clear it out. Okay? But no chicken noodle soup. All right? With a soda on the side. Anywho, you have to go do that deep diving. You know what I'm saying? And being like, all right, let me know who Danique is. Let me know who I am, because with me and the whole relatable portion of this video, I had things happen to me as a child that I was carrying along with me unbeknownst to me. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing about healing and dark shadow, doing shadow work and dark night of the soul and going inside thyself and hermit modes. I ain't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know anything about it until I left Christianity back in 2000, I think 18. Yeah, about 2018, I think. I decided to leave. Or 2019, one of those years. Because I was not being fed in the manner that I needed to. Like, my spirit was still yearning for something that I was unsure of what I was yearning for. And so that always left me spiritually hungry at the end of the day, you know? And I don't like having to leave the church and I'm coming back the same way the next Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And there was something deeper that was calling out to me. Like, my spirit yearned for something deeper. Like, I'm not no surface level woman. I love deep thoughts. I love deep introspections. I love all of that. You know what I'm saying? Take me and give me a different. I love seeing a different. I wasn't seeing in different perspectives when I was in church. It was just clearly straight cut what the Bible said, what Jesus said. Wait for him to come get you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't. It was something that was like, all right, there's something deeper than this. Like, this Christianity is not the end of the road for me. And Most High the synchronicity started synchronizing. The signs was signing. Like, Most High was Most High, okay? And I started to see things in a different perspective. I'm gonna show y'all another card, and like I said, you gonna be okay. I promise you gonna be okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, bam. And then I'm gonna show. Where's that other one? Okay, bam. Alright, so I had to, like I said, Tim's on her Higher song says, "Can't you see me on the edge? I'm enlightened." So this is the Hanged Man card, and you see that he is upside down, and the sun behind his eye, or this light, represents him being enlightened, and becoming and changing his perspective, and he's upside down, so he's seeing the world from, like I said, a different perspective. And once you put yourself in this hangman position, you get to see things differently. Your mind opens up to different possibilities, different narratives, different realities than you're used to when you're just being conditioned to being in a religion. But when you let go of religion and put relationship over religion and have a relationship with Most High, to where it's like you on this personal journey, getting to know thyself, creating your own world and your own reality for you, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that you are a co-creator to the creator. You are a uh, micro God to the macro. You know what I'm saying? Because if we are made in His image and He who dwells within inside of us, we then would have to be in our God-like form for us to reside with Him. You know what I'm saying? For us to be at one with Him and us truly knowing who we are and who Most High is. Because a lot of people say that they know Most High, and in reality they don't, especially if they don't know who they are and their purpose as to why they're here. You know what I'm saying? They have not taken the time to go and do that deep dive off of the edge and being like, all right, let me go shut up everybody out, go into hermit mode and be like, all right, I need to take the time out and clear anything inside of me that is causing me any harm, pain, to act in a destructive manner, to treat people in certain manners that they are not deserving of. Even if they are, it's not it's not our job to go and get our lick back or retaliate. I let everything I give everything to Most High, because it's like, if I go and do it, I ain't trying to be in these people's jails. Okay? I'm good. I'd rather Most High handle it to where my hands is clean. You know what I'm saying? And Most High is like, all right, you trust me. You know that I'm going to protect you and I'm going to get those back that cause you harm. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes He uses you to allow people to cause you harm so that He can really be like, yeah, I'm really about to box your behind because you did way more than you were supposed to. Okay? So then it's like, when I had to change my perspective and be in this hangman position, that then caused me to have a tower moment, which is, so this is the tower card in tarot, to where you see the tower and a lightning bolt, lightning flashes and strikes it, and then this king and this queen suddenly fall off out of the tower unexpectedly. It's kind of like the suddenly card. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you you ask for a change, you ask Most High to heal you and help you to change and climb and to elevate. You know what I'm saying? Be at one with Him and be at one with yourself and truly know who you are. He causes a tower moment in your life. And people think of a tower moment to be bad because of the how it looks, but really it could be to your benefit, to where it's like, all right, I'm going to now shake your foundation to where I'm going to destroy it and rebuild it to where I'm that cornerstone in the piece of your foundation. The cornerstone is the most important piece of a construction worker, or whatever these people are called, foundation. That cornerstone has to be there because that sets the tone for the foundation and how it's going to be built. So if Most High is not your cornerstone, then you're going to create your own tower moments yourself. You know what I'm saying? To where you're going against yourself, and you're going to constantly go against yourself because you're at war with yourself and you're not balanced in the way that you need to be balanced. And so when a tower moment happens in your life, you may look at it like it's a bad thing, but really, like I said, it's a good thing, because your foundation is being shaken, it's being changed, and it's Most High is now going to dwell within this foundation, to where when it's built, nobody or anything or any element, energy, whatever the case may be, can take it away from you, unless Most High gives it permission to. Okay, because it's built off of Him and from His spirit. You know what I'm saying? So when you build that foundation on rock, on a sturdier foundation rather than sand, that tide's not going to come in and knock down what you've built. So, but you have to be, in order to continue to elevate and ascend and to be in that heaven state, to experience heaven on earth, you have to do the healing. Because if you're manifesting or you want something out of life, or you're trying to do something out of life, you're creating your own stumbling blocks. Like, you're getting in your own way, and you're creating a blockage to where it's not going to come to you, because you're not doing the necessary work in order for you to be able to, when you attain it, to retain it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're still in that same hellish vibration, you are going to blow whatever it is that you're getting. And sometimes Most High it will give you what it is that you've been asking for, just for you to mess it up, to show you like this is what you wanted, but you weren't ready for it, you know. So going within ourselves can be scary, and I know people can be scared of the dark, but me, I love the dark now. Like, I used to be afraid of the dark, but now I don't have a TV in my room any longer. I sleep in the dark, like complete pitch black. You know what I'm saying? That healed adult stuff for you. You know what I'm saying? None of y'all, some of y'all can't relate to that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, baby D. So it's like, you do that work and you take that time out, because healing ain't no joke. You gotta face spirits and stuff that you don't want to lock away and forget about, and you gotta go in there and face that boy. Can be very scary, okay? But you gotta be like Tommy, getting your Tommy Pickles energy and out of your Chucky Finster energy, okay? We're going from Chucky to Tommy. We already know how Chucky was from Rugrats, my 90s babies, okay? If you don't know nothing about no Rugrats, then you need to go over to Weenie Hut Juniors. Hopefully you know SpongeBob, okay? But yeah, you gotta get out of that Chucky energy to where you scared of every dang on thing, and you scared of the dark, and you need other people to help you, and you want to be behind people. I don't want to do it. Like Tommy used to be like, "Get your punk ass up, nigga, and come on." Okay, Tommy ain't had nothing but a belly shirt on and a diaper and 3 strands of hair, and he was out there on his Indiana Jones. Okay, Tommy was that one. Okay, everybody looked up to Tommy. Okay, he stood up to Angelica because he wasn't having it. A baby's got to do what a baby's got to do, and he kept that tool on him, that screwdriver. Okay, because when he needed to get out of there, he was gonna go. Okay, but yeah, so it's like we have to take that risk, take a risk, make a change, something, and break away. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna really sing for y'all because I can do I got a little razzle dazzle. You know what I'm saying? I got a little something. But that's for another day, another video, okay? But yeah, like I said, doing this, asking for going inside thyself and creating that, going into that deep introspection and doing that deep dive to healing can create a tower moment in your life. It'll create this tower moment in your life, but like suddenly a shocking stuff of events to where you think everything is going against you, but really this thing is helping you to rebuild your foundation to something that's going to be more sturdier for you. And then also changing your perspective for yourself and for life and other people. You know what I'm saying? And when you heal, that's like a domino effect to those around you, that you being in that energy is going to now spread to other people at, you know what I'm saying, wanting to heal or starting to heal, because it's needed for your growth. It's needed for you to stay alive, because if you're not spiritually growing and healing, you're spiritually dead. And believe it or not, it's the truth. You're the walking dead. You know what I'm saying? You're in that zombie state to where your body's alive but your mind is dead, because you're allowing somebody else to control you. If you give your energy to people, and by allowing them to get you angry or get you out of character, that person has control over you. You have now given them your energy, and you don't want anybody to control your energy. You want to be at balance with yourself at all times. Just like with the karate, they have to create a balance within themselves. They go out into the woods and get a different introspection, a perspective on life, and they have to balance themselves. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, all right, if I'm not balanced, then I'm gonna fall for anything, or anything can come and push me off of my square, off my feet. You know, so now I'm in a vulnerable position, and my enemy or whoever is trying to conquer me is over me. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, even in boxing, you have to make sure you are positioning yourself and having your feet in a widespread stance so that you're able to create that balance. You know what I'm saying? Feet shoulder width apart is lining up with each other. to make sure you can't be knocked off your square. Because if your enemy hits you and you're not balanced correctly, your ass is on the floor. You know what I'm saying? They knocking your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now you pissed. Now you want to chase the snake because he done bit your behind. But that's what snakes do. They bite you. Okay? If you, especially if you low vibration shit, they'll tear your ass up, put you in that chokehold. You know what I'm saying? So, it's all, life is all about creating a balance in everything that you do. Create that balance and heal your chakras, because that's just like with Lucifer falling from heaven to hell, or to earth, whatever, which is considered hell. Because when you're in you're operating your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, you're at one with Most High, and you're all knowing. That's just like that movie Lucy, when her brain was at 20% capacity and then ended up getting to 100% capacity, and she went from that computer and she went into where she was like literally everywhere. Just like with dolphins too, their brains are at 20%, I believe, to where they use 20% of their brain. You have to make sure that you are, and that is an elevation spiritually. You are on a different spiritual energetic field when you are consuming more than 10% of your brain, and that is able to connect you to Most High further and get you in that God state mindset, or just state of mind, period. Just like with Moses in the burning bush, that represented in him naming the land Pineal. The land of Pineal was him experiencing his pineal gland, his third eye opening, his third eye activating. He became one with Most High. He met Most High. That's the only way that you're able to truly meet Most High without dying, is being able to operate and being able to be able to where you're not fully, like, you're not Most High, but you are able to, you're in that God state of mind. You know what I'm saying? And so, but you have to do that through healing. You can't just, healing is deeper than relationships, than the surface, than what meets the eye. There's more depth to it. You have to go to the places that you don't want to go, places that you turned the light off and shut the door and bolted that boy up and forgot all about it. You got to go to those places and shine that light on there and be like, all right, face your demons. You know, become one with your demons. You better turn into Naruto. Ippo Makanuchi. You better turn into him, because you have to face those demons and conquer them and make them work for you. If your demons have control of you, you're losing. You have to have control of your demons to where they operate and go when you tell them to. There is a movie on, I think it's Hulu, called The Devil's Conspiracy, where these Satan worshippers steal the Shroud of Christ and get his DNA, clone it, and inject it into, they were stealing women or kidnapping women to see who can hold Satan's seed to birth him, because he was chained down for 1,000 years. And so they ended up finding somebody who was compatible and could birth this child or whatever. But little did Satan know, Most High had already turned his plan against him, to where the baby he thought was going to be born was going to be his son. But Most High turned that child into for a warrior for him, to where that child, when it was born, it was going to house the spirit of Lucifer, and he would control it. He was able to, he had dominion over those spirits. And there was this lady who was a Satan worshiper, and she was trying to call the spirit of the spirit of Lucifer out of the little boy at the end of the movie, and it started to come out, but the little boy slurped it back in, sucked it back in, and kind of like winked at her like, "Nah, I control this. I control this temple that houses this evil spirit. It only does what I tell it to." You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to become one, and that's too with the whole ego tricking, the death of the ego, tricking your ego, because your enemy is your enemy, your ENEMY, who everybody says is Satan, is your inner me, your INNERME, your inner self, because you're constantly going to war at yourself. Your conscious and subconscious basically like being at war with each other. And so if you are not creating that balance to where you have dominion over your ego, and you're not thinking out of an egotistical way, I highly recommend y'all to go watch this movie called Revolver with Jason Statham, and it has Andre 3000 and somebody else in there, to where he had to do a trick of the ego to kill off the ego, so he had control of the ego. He was highly intrigued with material possessions, money, car, women, jewels, all that good stuff. And he had to do a trick of the ego to where he had to tell himself that certain things were happening to him in order for his ego to die off. But yeah, check that movie out. It's a plot twist at the end, which is, I love me a good plot twist. Check that movie out. It's called Revolver. I forgot what, I don't know if it's like on like Peacock, I think, if you have like Roku or whatever. But yeah, you can put that boy in the good Google search and it'll tell you like what platforms that it shows on. So yeah, check that movie out. And the solution to all of this, because like I said, with the whole relatable section, before I get into the solution or the takeaway pertaining to myself, because I'm always going to use myself as an example because I speak from experience. And so I was constantly getting the same energies from guys, but different bodies, where I was being mistreated. It wasn't until I started to heal deciding to, it's like, all right, I want better for myself, I want to change, that I started to see a change in the guys that were being presented to me. But Most High, like I said, will still give me a test, because the last guy that I was in a slight situationship with for a minute, not even for a minute, it was like for a second, literally. I had to, that was like my test of, like my final exam of, to see if what I said was true, whether I fully healed and I fully was like, all right, you think you got over it, you think you good, you know what I'm saying? All right, let me show you. I'm gonna bring the biggest boss, the end level finale, end all be all boss, you know what I'm saying? And I had to, that one was, yeah, that was a doozy. That was a doozy. But your girl came out good. You know, I created boundaries for myself. I started to know my value and my worth and who I was, and knowing that I didn't have to take what was being given to me. And that then, and I called my energy back in all aspects. Called it back. Give my shit back, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got to take your energy back. When you leave, people leave your life, call your energy back. Tell them, give my motherfucking energy back, nigga. For real. You got to talk to Most High and ask him to help you to bring your energy back, because take back what belongs to you. Because then that allows them to still have some type of hold on you energetically, which is going to be then spiritually, if you allow people to take from you and you don't get it back. You're allowing your enemy to infiltrate you. So it wasn't until I decided to be like, all right, I'm not going to deal with this anymore. I know who I am now. It took from that for me to go through that to know who Danique truly was, to where it's like I'm not taking ish from that nan dude that try to come and talk to the girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you, sir? Why are you here? Oh, you supposed to do this? Okay, give me my shit and it's peace out. You know what I'm saying? You're not staying longer than you need to be. Get it in and get out. You know, I don't got time for the extra rigmarole. I'm not wasting time and I'm not gonna waste your time. Like, I'm not interested in that. Like, and when you heal, you realize, like, ew. People can just be like, ew. And you start to get a different caliber of men that approaches you because they see your worth, and since they know that you know your worth, they're going to treat you accordingly. And at times it takes us to have that tower moment, like I said, in order for us to wake up and be like, all right, this ain't it, I gotta go. Okay. It shouldn't always have to get to that level, but sometimes when you're being stubborn or you're ignoring red flags or you're not listening to your intuition, that gut feeling, that's the results of it. And like I said, I had to take accountability in where I went wrong because I allowed that to happen. But also knowing that it was needed to help me heal, have a healing for my soul. I'm on my Kelly Price, you know? But I don't regret it. I don't hate or anything of that manner because everything that happens, negative or positive, I'm taking it and it's going to be applied to something. I've learned something from it. I'm transmuting the energy, especially if it was negative. I'm turning into a positive to where I am applying it to my life to where it's like, all right, this is what happened when I did this. If it happens again, I know what to do and what not to do. And this healing journey is not something easy to do because I've been on it for years. And it's not something that you just like, all right, one and done. It's something that you keep constantly doing, you know, like you keep constantly evolving, you keep growing. And so I would say that the solution for healing is to heal. Knowing your triggers, knowing what is making you feel some type of way. What do you have grudges against? Who do you have grudges against? Things that you know are holding you back or that you're angry about. Whatever it is that's keeping you from being in a constant state of elevation and vibrating at a high frequency, you got to let it go and give it to Most High. And allow him to have your time to where you're taking that time out to be with just you. No distractions, no guys, no none of that. Just be at one with yourself. Well, I ain't gonna say no none of that because your girl smoked. So it was definitely me in the ganja. Okay. I ain't even gonna cap. That's why I don't wear no hat. Because I don't cap. I might edit that out. But yeah, you gotta choose to heal. If you don't choose to heal, you're gonna stay in a hell state of mind. You're gonna be at a low vibration. And growth does not come from from a low vibration. Especially if you're operating out of the heart chakra with ill intention. That's only going to make matters worse. So you have to, ask Most High to help you, give you an introspection as to ways to help you heal and get rid of things that are no longer fitting you. And that gives you karma too, to where if you keep getting in your own way, you're just building up karma against yourself, and not the good karma, the bad karma. And that's just gonna keep leading to negative tower moments happen in your life. You just gonna keep falling from that bitch. he got his crown gone. His crown's up here. The woman still has her crown on. You know what I'm saying? And then, you see where they headed at. You know what I'm saying? Jagged rocks, and you don't want no smoke like that with Most High. So it's like, just choose to heal and operate out of that love space, that heart chakra. And that's why Most High, led you to me, so I can help you. You help me. You know what I'm saying? I'm pouring into you. You pouring into me. We being them iron sharpening iron. You know what I'm saying? Keeping us sharp and on our toes. Okay? Because this is the channel of growth. Okay? We gonna grow. We ain't gonna stay in no stagnant energy. We are going to grow. All right? So that is your message for today regarding healing. Like, comment, subscribe. Talk to me. I'm gonna talk back. Okay? I'm gonna talk back. And it's gonna be nice. You know what I'm saying? Speak to me nice. Talk to me nicely. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. I thank y'all to my current subscriber and to my potential subscribers. I thank Most High for people that he's leading to me, so that we can grow together and just continue to elevate and not operate in a raggedy, low vibrational energy, because that's not cute and that's mad childish. Okay, we out here talking about something. Oh, we grown, but we out here still talking about some hurt people. That's cornball. Okay, that's corny. That's mad corny. We ain't doing that. We're gonna fly like a bird. We on our Nelly Furtado. Okay, find your ass. Okay, find your motherfucking self. Go out in nature, hug a tree, go ground, go talk to the birds, go talk to Most High, go do something. Go find yourself. All right. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. I thank Most High for blessing me to bless y'all with 3 videos, okay? So can't nobody say nothing. Oh, you haven't been posting. I gave you a 3-in-1 combination. The combo at a discounted price. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Just like you liking the video is free, and you subscribing is free, and commenting is for free. Okay? So help you melanated girl out. You know what I'm saying? Your favorite Earth Virgo, the September one. And get this boy algorithming, okay? Put this boy in the algorithm. Help other people. Help me to help others, all right? Y'all have a blessed day. Peace out.